You wake up in the morning and shift your legs over the edge of the bed. Before your feet even touch the floor, you feel that dull, familiar stiffness in your knees or hips. Maybe your fingers do not want to curl around your coffee cup right away. Maybe you take your first few steps slowly, carefully, waiting for your joints to loosen. You tell yourself this is just part of getting older. And in many ways it is. But even though you expect it, the pain still wears on you. It is not just physical, it is emotional. Joint pain can shrink your world not just in what you can do, but in how you feel about your body. You start avoiding walks. You hesitate before reaching for something. You begin to feel like your body is not as trustworthy as it once was. And yet deep down, there is still a part of you that wants to move, to feel ease again, to wake up and stretch without wincing. The good news is, your body is still listening, even now, even after 65. There are small things you can do, not grand routines or painful therapy, but gentle, consistent actions that can make a real difference. What if one of those actions only took a single minute each day? What if a simple daily habit could begin to ease that stiffness and help you feel more in control of your body again? Today we will explore one doctor-recommended habit that takes just 60 seconds, but might gently help reduce the joint pain that weighs on your days. It is small, it is simple, but it might be exactly the kind of care your body has been waiting for. Joint pain can feel overwhelming, but often, the most helpful changes are not drastic. They are small, quiet shifts, the kind you can do with ease, even on your hardest days. In this video, we will begin with one simple, one-minute habit that many doctors recommend for easing stiffness and improving joint comfort after 65. But we will not stop there. You will also learn 4 more gentle habits that support your joints naturally, each one grounded in care, not pressure. These are not workouts, they are invitations. A way to remind your body that it is still loved, still capable, and still worthy of your attention. Let us begin 1 minute at a time with movements that support freedom, comfort, and peace. Habit number 1, 1 minute of daily joint circles. Your joints are not asking for hours of movement. They are asking for care, small, thoughtful care that reminds them they are still needed. One of the simplest ways to give your joints that care is through daily joint circles. It sounds almost too easy, but this gentle movement done slowly, with intention, can make a real difference in how you feel throughout the day. Joint circles are exactly what they sound like. You move your joints in a slow, circular motion, wrists, ankles, shoulders, even your neck and knees if it feels comfortable. This motion stimulates the synovial fluid that keeps joints lubricated, reduces stiffness, and helps prevent further discomfort. It is like waking your joints up with kindness. Gloria, 69, started doing joint circles in the mornings while waiting for her tea to steep. Just a minute each day. She would sit in her chair and slowly roll her ankles and wrists. Some days she added her shoulders. At first it felt simple, almost too simple. But after 3 weeks, she noticed her hands moved more easily when brushing her hair. Her knees felt less stiff when she stood up. She smiled more during her morning routine, not because the pain was gone, but because she felt a little more in control again. The beauty of this habit is that it does not require anything fancy. No equipment, no special room, just your attention and 1 quiet minute. Start where you are. Sit or stand comfortably. Gently begin to roll one wrist in a circle, 5 times in one direction, then 5 in the other. Do the same with your ankles. Then your shoulders lifting and slowly circling them backward, then forward. If it feels safe, gently turn your neck from side to side. Let each movement be slow and kind. You do not need to stretch far or force anything. These are not exercises. They are invitations, reminders to your joints that they are still part of your daily life, still valuable, still worthy of care. Some people like to do this first thing in the morning. Others prefer just before bed. There is no wrong time. The right time is simply when you will remember and when you can give yourself 1 minute of quiet attention. That 1 minute tells your body, I still believe in you. I still want to move with you. I am still listening. And your body, in return, may begin to move with a little more ease, a little more grace, and a lot more comfort. Because even the smallest act of care when done with love can ripple through your whole day. Habit number 2, warm water before movement. There is something deeply comforting about warmth, a soft blanket, a beam of morning sun, a hand wrapped around a warm cup. And for joints that feel stiff, swollen, or slow to wake, warmth can be more than comfort. It can be a gentle kind of medicine. One of the simplest habits you can begin right now, without changing anything else, is to start your day with a cup of warm water. Just one cup. Not hot enough to burn, but warm enough to soothe. It may seem unrelated to joint health, but doctors and therapists have long recommended it as a natural way to reduce stiffness, especially first thing in the morning. Why? Because warmth helps increase circulation. It relaxes tight muscles, softens connective tissue, and tells your body it is time to wake up gently. Unlike cold water, which can cause blood vessels to contract, warm water helps the body ease into movement, and that includes your joints. Walter, 72, had always started his mornings with a glass of cold orange juice, but he noticed that his knees felt tight and his fingers took longer to loosen up. His doctor suggested something small: swap the cold drink for a mug of warm lemon water. Walter was skeptical, but he tried it. A week passed, then two. One morning, he stood up from his chair without gripping the arms. It surprised him. He smiled. "It's just water," he said, "but somehow I feel better." This is not a cure. It is a gesture. A way to say to your body, "I want to support you. I am willing to start the day on your side." To try this, simply heat a mug of water to a warm, gentle temperature. If you like, add a slice of lemon or a bit of honey. Sip it slowly. Do not rush. Let it become a small ritual, a moment of peace, a bridge between sleep and the demands of the day. You might feel the difference right away, or it might take a week or two, but even if you do not notice a dramatic change, you will have offered your body something good, something kind. And that, in itself, is healing. If mornings are hard, let this be your way in. Before you stretch, before you take a walk, before the house wakes up, give yourself warmth from the inside out. Because aging with strength is not just about big efforts. It is about small offerings given every day with love. And sometimes, the quietest gesture, a warm sip, a soft breath, can be the first step toward comfort, confidence, and ease. Your joints will thank you. Your spirit might too. If one of these habits, the joint circles or the warm water, feels like something you could try, I invite you to share in the comments. Just write habit 1 or habit 2, or tell us how your body has been feeling lately. You are not alone in this. These small changes may not seem like much, but they carry a quiet kind of power, the power to restore ease, to rebuild trust in your body, and to remind you that you are still in motion. If this video is speaking to your heart, I hope you will subscribe and tap the bell. Every week, we offer simple, gentle support, the kind that honors your age, your wisdom, and your pace. Habit number 3, gentle stretching at the sink. There are places in your home that become part of your routine: the kitchen sink, the bathroom counter, the edge of your bed. You visit them every day, often without thinking. And that makes them the perfect places to build and care without adding pressure. One of the most powerful yet overlooked habits for joint pain relief is gentle stretching, and the kitchen sink is one of the safest, most supportive places to do it. Why? Because the sink gives you something solid to hold, something that keeps you steady while your body eases into motion. After 65, joints can feel stiff not only in the morning, but throughout the day. Hips may tighten, lower backs may ache. Shoulders can grow tense from sitting or standing too long. Stretching helps lengthen the muscles that support your joints, improve blood flow, and remind your body how to release what it has been holding. Lillian, 75, never saw herself as someone who stretches, but her lower back had started hurting after standing at the sink too long. Her daughter suggested that instead of avoiding the sink, she try using it as a place to stretch just once a day. So, one morning, Lillian placed her hands on the edge of the counter, stepped back, and leaned forward, letting her spine stretch gently like a ribbon. She stayed there for 3 slow breaths. It felt simple and good. Within a week, she was doing it without being reminded. And her back, softer. Not perfect, but better. You do not need to touch your toes or twist into anything complicated. Just stand with your feet a little apart, hold the sink or counter, step back slowly until your arms are straight, then bend slightly at the hips, letting your upper body relax toward the floor. Let your knees stay soft. Let your breath be easy. You are not pushing, you are inviting. This stretch opens the hips, lengthens the spine, and loosens the shoulders. It tells your joints you are not locked in. You are still capable of space and movement. You can also use the sink for calf stretches or light side bends, just enough to wake up the sides of the body. But even if all you do is one simple forward fold, that is enough. More than enough. This is not a workout, it is not a performance. It is a moment of connection between you and your body. And the more often you give your body this kindness, the more it will offer you in return through steadier steps, easier turns, and less tension as you move through your day. Stretching at the sink is a reminder. You do not need to go far to find freedom. Sometimes, it is already within reach right where you are. Habit number 4, ending the day with gentle heat. Evenings are when your body speaks the loudest. After a full day of walking, reaching, standing, or simply holding yourself upright, your joints may begin to whisper or ache for rest. This is when warmth becomes more than comfort. It becomes medicine. One of the most soothing habits you can build into your nightly routine is applying gentle heat to your joints before bed. This could be as simple as soaking your hands in a basin of warm water, wrapping a warm towel around your knees, or resting with a small heating pad across your lower back. It does not take long, just 10 minutes of calm, quiet relief. Why does heat help? Because warmth relaxes the muscles surrounding your joints. It increases blood flow, which brings oxygen and healing nutrients where they are most needed. And perhaps just as importantly, it tells your nervous system, it is safe to let go now. You have done enough today. Sam, 80, had trouble sleeping because of the ache in his fingers. He tried creams and pills, but what made the biggest difference was something his doctor's assistant suggested: soak your hands in warm water before bed. Sam filled a small basin, sat down in his chair, and let his hands rest in the warmth for 10 quiet minutes. At first, it felt too simple to work, but within days, his hands relaxed more easily. The pain softened, and sleep came a little sooner. You can do this in whatever way feels good to you. A warm bath, a heating pad, a soft towel warmed in the dryer. You are not trying to fix your pain, you are caring for it. You are saying to your body, thank you for carrying me through this day. This moment at the end of the day is not just for your joints, it is for your spirit too. A signal that you are worthy of rest, that you are allowed to receive comfort, not just give it, that your body even now is still worthy of tenderness. Because when you treat your body with warmth and patience, it responds in kind. Not always with perfection, but with ease, with softness, with peace. Let the last thing your joints feel today be kindness. They and you have earned it. Habit number 5, talking gently to your pain. There are days when the ache feels sharper. Your knees throb when you stand. Your hands resist opening jars or holding a pen. You may breathe through it, distract yourself, or quietly endure. But deep down, a feeling begins to grow: frustration, sadness, even fear. You might not say it out loud, but you think it. Why is this happening to me? Why will it not stop? Pain is not just physical. It speaks to your heart. It wears down your confidence and can make you feel helpless, even invisible. And when that happens, it is easy to respond with tension clenching, pushing through, blaming the body that once did more with less effort. But what if the way you speak to your pain could change the way it speaks back? Research has shown that the nervous system reacts not just to pain itself, but to how we feel about the pain. When we meet discomfort with harshness gritting our teeth, calling ourselves weak, the body tightens. But when we meet pain with softness, with patience, with compassion, something begins to shift. It may not erase the pain, but it eases the suffering around it. Irene, 83, began doing something unusual. Each morning, she placed her hands on her knees and whispered, "You have carried me a long way. Thank you." Some days she added, "I know you hurt. I am listening." At first it felt silly, but slowly She noticed that her body no longer felt like a battlefield. It felt like a companion, a tired, wise friend doing its best. You can do this too. When your pain rises, pause. Place your hand near the ache. Close your eyes and speak to it gently. You might say, "I hear you. I am here. I will move slowly today." These are not magic words, they are messages of trust. They tell your body, "I have not given up on you." Pain may still come. That is the nature of bodies. But when you stop fighting your body and begin befriending it, you may find the pain begins to soften, even if just enough to breathe a little easier. This is the most powerful habit of all. To treat yourself, in your hardest moments, the way you would treat someone you love. Because you deserve that kind of tenderness too. You have just learned 5 habits, each one simple, each one quiet, each one filled with care. None of them require you to push, to strain, or to change everything overnight. They are not about perfection, they are about support. Your joints carry so much. Every step you take, every gesture, every movement is a quiet gift of effort. And as the years go by, that effort can feel heavier. It is easy to think the pain means something is wrong, that your body is failing. But more often, pain is not punishment. It is your body asking, "Can you meet me where I am?" With just a minute of joint circles, you can begin to restore movement. With a cup of warm water, you offer comfort from within. With a stretch at the sink, you create space where tension has settled. With heat at night, you tell your body it is safe to rest. And with kind words, you remind your heart that even in pain, you are still whole. None of these habits promise miracles, but together, they do something even more beautiful. They create a rhythm of care, a daily reminder that your body is still worth tending to, that even now it can respond, it can soften, it can surprise you. You are not broken, you are not too late. You are simply in a new season of care, and you deserve to move through it with wisdom, dignity, and peace. And it all begins with one small habit, offered in love. If one of these habits spoke to you, even just one, I invite you to share it in the comments. You can write habit 3 or say, "I am going to try this before bed." Your voice might encourage someone else who is quietly searching for relief. And if this video brought you even a little more ease, I hope you will like it, subscribe, and tap the bell. Here, we move gently, we honor every stage of life, and we remind one another that healing does not have to be loud. Until next time, take gentle care.